Tough end of the season for the Iowa Hawkeyes, but the impact of this team will live on.
Our KCRG TV9 sports team is in Cleveland, Ohio, and on this week's On Iowa Live, they talked about that tough matchup as well as the legacy this team leaves behind.
As good as Caitlin Clark was on the court, she might have done more off the court, changing the game, Chelsea.
Yes, that's what she's always wanted her legacy to be, inspiring the next generation, both young girls, young boys, and you saw it, especially this season with just how many sellouts they had for attendance on the road in Carver. I mean, she's truly just elevated this game and elevated the fan base. It's huge, and it's great to see.
I've never seen so many 22 jerseys in my life.
Right.
Lisa Bluter said something very interesting in the pre-game press conference on Saturday. It was basically like, she said, I believe every time Caitlin Clark breaks another record or goes out and has a 30, 40-point game, there are thousands of little boys and little girls jumping out to their driveway and shooting hoops. And that's exactly what Caitlin Clark wants. She just wants to put out a product that people love, get people interested in women's basketball, and inspire those kids, those young girls and boys to not just play basketball if they don't want to play basketball, do whatever they want to do. And she's been consistent with that. She's never cared about the wins, well, long term that is. She's never cared long term about 20 years from now, who cares about this win, this loss, this shot I made. It's about the inspiration and the impact that she's had.
And she was so good with the little one. She always took the time. Signed 1 million after playing a game. She's dead tired, right? She signs 1 million autographs.
Every single time. Every single game. No matter where she is, she makes sure that she just makes a big old lap. And I mean, how many kids did we see get a pair of shoes, you know, an autograph, a photo? I mean, she really took her time to give back.
Another thing was she was so good with the media. I mean, when Caitlin Clark speaks, she has a message every time. And I think that really is a big reason why she became so popular.
I think, and we're not going to get political, Caitlin Clark could run for president.
I guarantee
you. So good.
And she's very sharp.
Cameras are in front of her, and she keeps her message consistent every time, and she has never once gotten visibly frustrated with, frankly, all the silly questions us media types can ask her. She's been in the spotlight for so long. She's had lights and cameras on her for so long, yet she's been calm, and she's well beyond her age of 22, and she's been like that for the last year and a half. For the last year and a half, she hasn't been a normal person, but she acts like one, and a normal, mature person as well.
Yeah, even the way she carried herself after the championship game, so impressive.
Just composed, you know, very composed and very articulate, you know, even after a loss. I know that's really hard to do, but all these women were too. I mean, even in the locker room, they are sharing their message through tears. I think that just goes to show how this program is run, how these women were raised. It just speaks volumes to the character on the team.